Well, hello there. Welcome back to New Willow Creek. In case you missed it, we've made my personal sim, completed the Willow Creek Conservation Area, and finished 3 buildings in our historic downtown district. Bestie Francine suggested naming the cinema the Lumiere, and I think that's a brilliant idea. We still need names for the bistro and library, so feel free to drop your suggestions in the comments. I'll also be putting up a poll for what to do with the 4th lot. Early ideas include a bakery, a floral shop, or a craft studio. If you've got a vision for that community space, I'd love to hear it. If you'd like to download any of these lots, they're available without CC on the gallery or with CC on my Patreon. If you would like your sim or lot to be featured in a future episode, upload your sim or build using hashtag New Willow Creek on the gallery. Today, we're tackling an entire neighborhood. Have you ever looked at an entire neighborhood and felt overwhelmed? This project certainly felt ambitious at first, but once I began, the rhythm was easy to fall into. Residential homes are my comfort zone, the style I've built most often and most confidently. It helps that the inspiration for this particular neighborhood came together so fluidly over the course of a few days. The first idea came while I was sitting in our back garden with my morning tea, watching the birds gather at the feeder. These funny little creatures have such distinct personalities, and I couldn't shake the feeling that they deserved a place in the world we're building. I'm convinced you'll fall in love with them too. They'll be joining us in the form of Sims who make up our newest neighborhood, Nestington Manor. Now that we know who our residents are, they'll need homes. I wanted the houses in this area to feel cohesive, like something built during the era of cookie-cutter suburban development. That kind of sameness gives a neighborhood a unified presence. But what should that style be? I tried Creole tutors in a test file that just wasn't clicking. On a particular bad bout of insomnia, when my brain was hyperactively languid, a vision appeared unto me. Bird houses. Houses for animals. Animal Crossing houses. Animal Crossing houses! They're boxy shapes with brick texture. Wonderfully not far off from real Creole architectural elements. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. So friends, here's how to build a neighborhood. Step 1. In your save file, make a basic home shape, just a rectangle with windows, a door, and a very simple layout. Use your preferred wall textures and colors, because this is going to become your shell. Go ahead and save that to the gallery. For step 2, you'll move over to a test file and place that same shell on every lot in the neighborhood. Move in a household, then customize the shell to reflect their personalities. Keep exterior changes minimal, as though you're the HOA that only allows pre-approved paint colors and landscaping vendors. The result will be a neighborhood that looks like it was designed by one architect and constructed by a single firm. That's how it often works in real life. Developers purchase large plots, divide them into parcels, and auction them off. The winning bid secures the right to develop, and voila, suburbia. So if your save file isn't feeling realistic enough, it might be because your neighborhoods don't have that cohesive look to them. And if you're wondering why I switch between building the shell in the real save and personalizing in a test file, the reasoning is truly genius. I need to see how the shell looks in the world to make sure the style of architecture and landscaping don't compete with their surroundings. For these shells, I stuck to a brick motif over siding since that complemented the stone and brick in the downtown area, yet helps distinguish these homes from all of the ones made with siding around them. I do the building inside in the test file because, let's be honest, this game crashes a lot. It freezes all the time, and I do not want my main save to be corrupted. Also, here's a fun little bit of Allie lore. My uncle has worked in construction his entire life. Many of the homes I lived in as a child were ones he built. When we were teens, my cousin and I would pay our dues at his firm. We'd do cleaning, painting, and handling other simple tasks. I've actually known how to swing a hammer and roll paint since I was 13. He even taught me some electrical work since I had a keen eye for it. I'm really grateful for those times. Now let me introduce you to the birds of Nestington Manor. Meet Pedro and Melissa Finch, our youngest residents and newlyweds, currently relishing the joy of child-free life. Melissa grew up in New Willow Creek. She spends her afternoons at the pool with her best gals, yapping away. She knows everyone, and they all know her. Pedro, on the other hand, is newer to the area, but already a fan favorite. He's charismatic, social, and recently became a key voice on the local board. He's hoping to start a little flock of his own that will rival the J family in prominence. The only fledgling in the neighborhood for now is Toby Cardinal. His parents, Bandit and Bonnie Cardinal, are also New Willow Creek natives. Bandit is cousins with the long-standing and affluent J family, a connection that's granted him a life of leisurely lifestyle. His temper and loner streak suit it well. Bonnie, ever the tactician, has learned how to channel that energy to her advantage. When she wants something, Bandit clears the path, and when the Cardinals show up, the Finches scatter. All except one, Roger Finch. Roger might look like an old-timer, but you'd be remiss to underestimate him. The younger birds don't pay him much mind, but their parents regard him with due reverence. Every Thursday morning, he sits in the same booth at the local diner. Black coffee, eggs, grits, and French toast with extra powdered sugar. From that window seat, he steadfastly watches the town unfold, seemingly left behind as time marches on without asking permission. He knows the younger birds will learn in time, just as he did. Well, most of them. Maybe not that Travis Sparrow. No one knows how Travis ended up in this little corner of paradise. He arrived unannounced, brought one of the cat girls over, and set the entire bird community ablaze. Bonnie was a flurry of feathers for weeks. He plays loud, unidentifiable music. He tends to plants that shouldn't be able to grow in this region. He tossed Bonnie's glare an enigmatic wink while painting his house trim black. Where did he come from? What is this mysterious, alluring aura that clings to him like musty cologne in the moonlight? We may never know. Then again, as an author, I very much dislike it when there are plot holes. If you've got any Travis Sparrow lore to share, I want to read it. Leave it in the comments. That wraps up this week's episode of New Willow Creek. The world is definitely starting to take shape. Next time, we'll begin working on the J family farm and orchard, as well as the Nestington community lot. I was going to build a tea garden, but now I'm leaning towards a Nestington clubhouse. I've never built a clubhouse before, so it'll be a fun challenge. That's what I love most about this save file. It keeps pushing me to try new things. You can find all the builds on the gallery or my Patreon. Use hashtag NewWillowCreek to be a part of it. If you enjoyed this video, leaving a like or a subscribe is a lovely way to let me know. You can also find Snuggly Pixels on most social platforms if you'd like to keep up with me during the week. That's all for today. Thank you so much for spending time with me, and I hope your day is as wonderful as you are.